Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Health Universe channel. I'm so thrilled you're joining me today because we're going to talk about something truly empowering, regaining and boosting your leg power, especially after the age of 60. You know, it's a natural part of life, but as we age, many of us start to notice changes in our bodies. One of the most common, and often frustrating, changes is a gradual decrease in leg strength. It's not just about feeling a bit weaker, it can genuinely impact how we live our lives every single day. I've heard countless stories from people who describe how simple tasks, which they once took for granted, become increasingly challenging. Maybe it's getting up from a low couch without struggling, or climbing a flight of stairs and feeling winded halfway up. For some, it's the constant worry about losing balance, or the feeling that their legs just don't have the oomph they used to. Even something as simple as walking across a room can start to feel like an effort, or carrying groceries becomes a daunting task. This decline in leg strength, often referred to as sarcopenia, can chip away at our independence, making us more reliant on others and sometimes leading to a less active, less vibrant life. The world can feel like it's becoming a little bit harder to navigate, and that can be incredibly disheartening. But what if I told you there's a surprisingly simple trick, a small adjustment you can make, that has been shown to significantly boost leg power and help seniors regain that vital strength? It's not complex, it doesn't require expensive equipment, and it's backed by some really interesting science. So, what is this simple trick? It's incorporating explosive, yet controlled, movements into your daily routine, focusing on generating power quickly. Now, before you picture jumping jacks or Olympic lifts, let me be very clear. When I say explosive, I mean generating maximum force in a short amount of time, safely and within your comfortable range of motion. It's about teaching your muscles to fire more efficiently and powerfully, not about high-impact, risky movements. Let me explain why this works so effectively. As we age, we tend to lose what are called fast-twitch muscle fibers. These are the fibers responsible for quick, powerful bursts of movement, the kind you need to catch yourself if you trip, or to push off the ground when you walk with a brisk pace. Traditional strength training, while excellent for building overall muscle mass, doesn't always specifically target these fast-twitch fibers in the same way that power training does. Scientific studies have consistently shown that incorporating these types of power-focused exercises, even at a low intensity, can have remarkable benefits for older adults. For instance, research published in journals like Medicine and Science in Sports and Exercise has demonstrated that power training, which focuses on speed of movement rather than just the amount of weight lifted, can lead to greater improvements in functional tasks like getting up from a chair, climbing stairs, and improving walking speed compared to traditional slow and steady strength training alone. It helps improve what's called rate of force development, essentially, how quickly your muscles can generate force. This is crucial for real-world movements and for preventing falls. How does this trick work in your body? Well, when you perform movements with an intent to be quick and powerful, even if the actual movement is slow or against light resistance, you're sending a different kind of signal to your nervous system and your muscles. You're essentially waking up and retraining those fast-twitch muscle fibers that might have become dormant. It's like reminding your body how to respond quickly and effectively. This type of training also improves neuromuscular coordination. That's a fancy way of saying it helps your brain and muscles communicate more efficiently. This leads to better balance, quicker reaction times, and an overall sense of feeling more agile and capable in your movements. It's not just about bigger muscles, it's about smarter, more responsive muscles. And this translates directly into more leg power, greater endurance for daily tasks, and a significantly improved quality of life. But you don't just have to take my word for it. Let me share some inspiring stories from seniors who have tried this simple trick and experienced incredible transformations. Meet Arthur, who's 72. Arthur was an avid golfer in his younger days, but in recent years, his swing became weaker, and walking the course left him exhausted. He felt like he was constantly dragging his feet. His biggest frustration was the loss of power in his legs, which affected not only his golf game but also his general confidence in moving around. We introduced him to sit-to-stands with an emphasis on speed, meaning he'd stand up from a chair as quickly and powerfully as he safely could, then slowly sit back down. At first, Arthur chuckled, I thought, how is this any different from just standing up? But the focus on exploding up, even gently, made a huge difference. After a few weeks, I felt a spring in my step I hadn't felt in years. My golf swing felt more powerful, and I could walk the course with much less fatigue. It wasn't about lifting weights, it was about moving with intent. It felt like my legs just woke up. Arthur's story shows how even a simple, everyday movement can be transformed into a power-boosting exercise by simply changing the intent behind the movement. Then there's Brenda, who is 68. Brenda loved hiking with her grandchildren, but found herself falling behind, feeling her legs tire quickly on inclines. She dreaded the thought of having to give up their cherished outdoor adventures. Her challenge was feeling like she lacked the push in her legs. We focused on seated leg extensions and leg curls, but instead of slow, controlled movements in both directions, the emphasis was on a quick, forceful extension or curl, followed by a slow, controlled return. I used resistance bands for this, Brenda explained, and the difference was amazing. Instead of just pushing slowly, I tried to kick out my leg quickly, then slowly bring it back. It felt different right away, more engaging. Within a couple of months, I noticed a huge change. I wasn't just keeping up with my grandkids on hikes, I was leading the way. The uphill climbs felt so much easier, and I didn't feel that burning fatigue in my thighs anymore. It's like my legs learned how to remember how to be powerful. Brenda's experience demonstrates that even with resistance, the speed of movement in the concentric, lifting or pushing phase is what makes the difference for power development. And let me tell you about Charles, 79. Charles lived in a two-story home, and navigating the stairs had become a source of anxiety. He often found himself holding onto the railing for dear life, taking one step at a time. He worried about his balance and the sheer effort involved. We worked on controlled, quick step-ups using a sturdy, low step, always with a wall or railing nearby for support. The focus was on quickly stepping up, then slowly and deliberately stepping down. The stairs were my nemesis, Charles confessed, a genuine smile on his face. I felt weak and unsteady. My physical therapist suggested focusing on stepping up quickly, almost like I was trying to hop onto the step, but staying very controlled. It felt a bit strange at first, but I got the hang of it. Now, I can go up and down the stairs much more easily, and I don't cling to the railing like before. I even take them two at a time sometimes, just because I can. It's given me back a huge part of my independence. Charles' story highlights how targeting functional movement with a power emphasis can directly translate into improved daily living and a significant boost in confidence. So, how can you easily incorporate this powerful trick into your own routine? The key is to focus on the intent of your movement, prioritizing speed and force generation in a safe, controlled manner. Here are some practical tips to get you started, making it accessible and easy to stick with. Tip 1. The explode up, lower slowly rule. This is the core principle. For many exercises, especially those involving standing up or pushing away, try to perform the pushing or lifting part of the movement with a quick, powerful burst, the explode up, and then control the lowering or returning part of the movement slowly and deliberately. This maximizes power generation while ensuring safety and muscle control. Tip 2. Start with familiar bodyweight exercises, but with a twist. You don't need new exercises, just a new approach to familiar ones. Powerful chair stands, sit in a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor. Now, instead of just standing up, think about pushing through your heels and exploding upwards as quickly as you safely can, using your hands on the armrests for support if needed. Then, slowly and controlled, lower yourself back down to the chair. Do 5 to 8 repetitions, 2 to 3 sets. The speed of the up phase is the trick here. Quick marching in place, or high knees, modified while standing tall, gently holding onto a counter or wall for balance, lift one knee quickly towards your chest, then lower it. Immediately switch and lift the other knee quickly. The focus isn't on how high your knee goes, but on the speed of the lift. Imagine you're trying to quickly avoid stepping on something. Do this for 30 to 60 seconds, 2 to 3 sets. This improves hip flexor power, crucial for walking. Controlled step UPS, low step or bottom stair. Find a sturdy, low step, like the bottom stair or a small stool, and a railing or wall for balance. Step up onto the step with one foot as quickly and powerfully as you can, then slowly and controlled, step back down. Repeat 8 to 10 times on one leg, then switch to the other leg. Do 2 to 3 sets. Remember, the up is fast, the down is slow and safe. Seated leg extensions, with intent. If you use a resistance band around your ankles, secured to the chair leg, or have a leg extension machine, try this. From a seated position, quickly extend your leg straight out, feeling that powerful push. Then, slowly and controlled, bring it back to the starting position. This targets your quadriceps. Repeat 8 to 10 times per leg, 2 to 3 sets. Tip 3. Light resistance for maximum power. When incorporating resistance, whether it's bodyweight or a light resistance band, remember that for power training, lighter is often better. You want to be able to move with speed. If the resistance is too heavy, you'll naturally slow down, which negates the power boosting effect. The goal is speed of movement, not necessarily lifting maximum weight. A light resistance band or even no external resistance is often perfect for this. Tip 4. Integrate into daily life. Look for opportunities in your daily routine to practice these quick, powerful movements. Getting out of a chair every time you stand up from a chair, couch, or even the toilet. Try to consciously explode up while maintaining control, then sit back down slowly. Walking with purpose. When you're walking, think about pushing off the ground with a little more oomph from your back leg. It's not about running, but about generating a more powerful stride. Climbing stairs. If you're able, focus on stepping up each stair with a quick, deliberate push, then take your time with the descent. Always use railings for safety. Tip 5. Consistency over intensity, and safety first. Like any effective habit, consistency is key. Aim for 2 to 3 sessions per week, allowing a day of rest in between for your muscles to recover and adapt. Each session doesn't need to be long. 10 to 20 minutes focused on these power movements can be incredibly effective. Warm-up is essential. Always begin with a 5-minute gentle warm-up before these power movements. Light walking in place, arm circles, and gentle stretches will prepare your muscles and joints. Cool down and stretch. End with a few minutes of gentle stretching for your legs and hips to improve flexibility. Listen to your body. This is paramount. If you feel any sharp pain, stop immediately. A little muscle fatigue is normal, but pain is a warning sign. Use support. When performing any standing or stepping exercises, always have a sturdy chair, counter, or wall nearby for balance support. Safety is your absolute priority. Consult your healthcare provider before starting any new exercise program, especially one focused on power. It's always a good idea to speak with your doctor or a physical therapist. They can provide personalized guidance and ensure these exercises are suitable for your specific health needs. Imagine the freedom of effortlessly getting up from any chair, the confidence of navigating stairs with ease, and the joy of keeping pace with your loved ones on a walk. This isn't just about building strength, it's about reclaiming your vitality, maintaining your independence, and living life on your terms with renewed power and confidence. Arthur, Brenda, and Charles are just a few examples of how this simple shift in how you approach movement can unlock incredible results. Your body is remarkably adaptable, and even after 60, it retains an amazing capacity to get stronger and more powerful. It's about giving it the right kind of stimulus. So, if you've been feeling that decline in leg strength, or just want to boost your overall leg power, I truly encourage you to try incorporating this simple trick. Focus on that explode up, lower slowly principle, and watch as your legs rediscover their inner spring and power. You have the ability to make a significant change, one intentional, powerful movement at a time. I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any power-focused exercises? What changes have you noticed in your leg strength or mobility? Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. Your story could be just the inspiration someone else needs. Please give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, subscribe to the Health Universe channel for more empowering health tips, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and remember, your health is your most valuable asset. invest in it with purpose and power. See you next time.